What's happening, everyone? Art here, and I just landed in Japan about an hour ago. I'm in my rental car, a nice Suzuki Swift, right-hand drive. You guys have seen in my Forester video that I've been getting practice stateside driving a right-hand drive car, so it feels a little more natural over here. I'm working on a few hours of sleep in the last, 30 hours or so, so I am absolutely exhausted. But I figured I'd do a quick intro right now on the way to our hotel and kind of set up this episode. I don't know exactly what it's going to be about. It'll be something to do with traveling through Japan and finding Subarus, since after all, Overtake is a Subaru parts manufacturer. I want to tie that into this. And when you drive through, you see a ton of them. Laborgs, probably most of all. I've seen a VB already just a few miles back. And I want to find some cool stuff, hopefully some vintage Imprezas or even a JDM Forester like the one I have.
The next day.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to say that I'm well rested after about 10 hours of sleep. Yesterday was a bit rough between the 13-hour flight, spending about 3 hours at the airport, getting the rental car, driving down here. Woke up with tons of energy today to get started hunting for some Subarus. Now, one of the best ways to do it isn't necessarily to go to kind of a tuner area or a meet. Around here, you never know what you're gonna find in just random neighborhoods. So one of my favorite things to do is in the mornings, I take a jog in the area of where I'm staying and just look through what I can find. When I get out there, I know I spotted at least one Subaru on the way in, so I'll make my way over there and then hopefully we can find some cool stuff to begin this trip with. There it is. I see the back end of the TD STI that I saw yesterday. It's a nice WRB. Looks to be really clean. Obviously right-hand drive, I know that'd be amazing in America, but not so much here. So there it is, just a clean example, probably low mileage. And it looks like I'm getting a twofer. I just spotted a GC, what appears to be an STI because of the wing, a version 3. Here it is. I know I'm supposed to be Subaru hunting, but I can't help myself. There's so much cool stuff here. Look at this Nissan Cedric, probably a late 70s. It is incredible condition, a really sweet vintage car. I'd love to have this back home. In the past 15 minutes, I've found 3 awesome cars and about a dozen that probably weren't worth filming, but that got me really excited. Truthfully though, I am looking for one car that I caught the taillights of yesterday, and I honestly can't tell you if it was a fever dream or not. I think it's out there. So what I've done is taken the high ground.
I have the high ground! You underestimate my power!
I'm looking for it right now. It is my goal to find this car before we take off to our next location. I think we might have to make this thing a segment where I just fly out to different countries and jog around and look for cool cars. I've been looking for this car for about a half hour, so I know Clarissa is pissed at me back at the hotel, but I just managed to find it, and it's exactly what I was thinking. It's an R31 Skyline Coupe. This thing has seen better days, and even so, it's still amazing. It's got Watanabes on. I see a Nismo shift knob, a Momo steering wheel in there. The seats are really weathered, so it's probably been sitting here for a long time, maybe even with the doors open. And yet, this is still probably, I don't know, a $20,000 to $30,000 car if it was shipped over to America. Incredible to find on a jog, and I hope it goes somewhere good and doesn't just rot to the ground over here eventually. I think that's probably the best I'm going to find out here. I'm going to head back to the hotel, and then we're on to our next spot. We're officially en route to our next stop, which is Toori Harbor. It's a little fishing village. Probably won't be a whole lot of Subarus there. En route, however, on the highway, I'm seeing a bunch drive through, like the one that's right in front of us, which is a Lavorg STI. I'm not going to point out every single one I see because there's so many of them here. They love that body style. We obviously didn't get it in the US because for some reason they think Americans don't like sporty wagons, which might be the truth because they don't sell very well there. But it's an awesome car. We're about to actually hit a tunnel, and I can show you how cool it looks right now. Starting to hit some of the mountainous Toge roads, and I believe we're in Hakone right now, which if you know your BRZs, there was a Hakone edition. It was a dark forest green, and it's based on the roads here. And in Japan, a lot of people will come out here during the weekend in their sports car, like their BRZ or 86, and thrash around over here. And in about 3 miles, we're going to get to the really exciting weepy part. That road was incredible, and the best part is when you get to the bottom of it after your spirited drive and your feet are hurting from clutching and accelerating. You can stop at one of the gas stations and use a hot foot bath.